see panning out Saturday night? What's your prediction?
Vamos a noquear. And let's say we're gonna knock him out in the 6th round. He told me 8 rounds. I got him 6.
The boxing world is buzzing with excitement as pound-for-pound great and Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez, along with WBA's #1 ranked mandatory contender Edgar Berlanga, make their grand arrivals in Las Vegas. This event, presented by Canelo Promotions, is set to be a Mexican Independence Day weekend extravaganza. The highlight of this PBC pay-per-view event, available on Prime Video, will take place this Saturday, September 14th, at the T-Mobile Arena. Canelo Alvarez will defend his World Boxing Council, World Boxing Association, and World Boxing Organization super middleweight world titles against the hungry and unbeaten challenger Edgar Berlanga. This fight adds to the storied boxing rivalry between Mexico and its challengers, promising an unforgettable showdown. Both fighters have expressed their excitement for Saturday's clash, confidently predicting that they will represent their country with a knockout victory. "I'm knocking him out in 8 rounds or less," said Canelo. "He's a good fighter, he's strong, but he's nothing new to me. I have a lot of experience, and he's going to feel it on Saturday."
Hey, I've been in this game for over 20 years. You know, we're about to make history, man.
Attempting to become a world champion, Edgar Berlanga is fighting for the second time in 2024. The 27-year-old Brooklyn native is confident in his victory via stoppage. "I'm going to knock him out in the 6th round," said Berlanga. "When it's time to shine, I always come through. This is war. It's Puerto Rico versus Mexico."
The 6th round. How do you feel about that?
We'll see. It's easy to say. It's easy to say, but Saturday he's gonna see something different.
Tuesday's events also included fighters competing in the pay-per-view action, which begins at 8:00 p.m. ET and 5:00 p.m. PT. The lineup features reigning WBA middleweight world champion Arizondi, the American Dream Lara taking on 2-division world champion Danny Swift Garcia in the co-main event. Former super middleweight world champion Caleb Plant will battle undefeated contender Trevor McCumbee for the interim WBA super middleweight title. Additionally, former 140-pound world champion Rolando "Rolly" Romero will face the hard-hitting Manuel James in the pay-per-view opener. Fans can purchase the pay-per-view event on Prime Video, regardless of Prime membership. Additionally, the pay-per-view can be bought via DAZN.com and PPV.com. Traditional cable and satellite outlets will also continue to offer access to the telecast.
Puerto Rico en la casa! You know, this is war. It's Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You know, it's something for the history book.
The boxing world is abuzz with excitement as middleweight champion Saul Canelo Alvarez prepares to defend his titles against the unbeaten challenger Edgar Berlanga. This highly anticipated clash will take place on Saturday, September 14th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Both fighters have made bold predictions about their upcoming showdown, adding to the intrigue and excitement surrounding the event. Canelo Alvarez, with an impressive record of 60 wins, 2 losses, and 39 knockouts, has confidently stated that he will knock out Berlanga in 8 rounds or less. "I'm knocking him out in 8 rounds or less," said Canelo. "He's a good fighter, he's strong, but he's nothing new to me. I have a lot of experience, and he's going to feel it on Saturday." Edgar Berlanga, a 27-year-old Brooklyn native with a perfect record of 22-0 and 17 knockouts, has decided to up the ante. "I'm going to knock him out in the 6th round," Berlanga declared. "When it's time to shine, I always come through. This is war. It's Puerto Rico versus Mexico." Both fighters expressed their excitement and determination during the ceremonial grand arrivals at the MGM Grand on Tuesday, which kicked off fight week. Berlanga, speaking to the crowd, promised fireworks. "Puerto Rico against Mexico. It's something for the history books, he said. As far as Team Canelo, we always have respect for him, for his accolades and what he's done in the ring. But on Saturday, it's a fight. He's going in there to hurt me, and I've got to go in there and hurt him. Berlanga also engaged with the crowd, many of whom were Canelo supporters. All the haters, I love you too. You push me to greatness, he said. Afterward, Berlanga told Boxing Scene that he was enjoying the experience and the atmosphere. It's amazing, man, he said. I love the energy. This is like a concert, like WWE, except we're fighting for our lives, and we've got to put on a show. Without the people being here, there's no show. Imagine having a stadium like T-Mobile with no fans. You need the fans, you need this kind of energy. Canelo Alvarez, widely recognized as one of the best pound-for-pound boxers, appears very relaxed just days before the fight. He posted a video on TikTok, joking around and experimenting with new hairstyles. This casual demeanor suggests that Canelo is not the least bit worried about his next opponent. The pay-per-view event, which begins at 8:00 p.m. ET and 5:00 p.m. PT, features a star-studded lineup. In the co-main event, reigning WBA middleweight world champion Erislandy, the American Dream Lara will take on two-division world champion Danny Swift Garcia. Fans can purchase the pay-per-view event on Prime Video, regardless of Prime membership. The pay-per-view can also be bought via DAZN.com and PPV.com. Traditional cable and satellite outlets will continue to offer access to the telecast. Canelo Alvarez will put his World Boxing Council, WBC, World Boxing Association, WBA, and World Boxing Organization, WBO, super middleweight world titles on the line against the hungry and unbeaten challenger Edgar Berlanga. This fight promises an interesting clash between experience and youth. Canelo, with a record of 60-2 and 39 knockouts, has been on this stage many times before. In contrast, Berlanga, with a record of 22-0 and 17 knockouts, is stepping into the biggest fight of his career. Despite being in the same weight class, both boxers clocking in at 168 lbs, Berlanga has a significant physical advantage. The 27-year-old fighter stands at 6'1", towering over Alvarez, who stands at 5'7". Additionally, Berlanga possesses a longer wingspan at 73 inches compared to Alvarez's 70 inches, which could be a key factor in his strategy to keep distance and take control of the fight. Berlanga bristled at the notion that this challenge may have come too soon for him. "I've been in this game for over 20 years, he protested. "Something special is going to happen this weekend." Berlanga earlier raised some eyebrows when predicting that his boxing IQ would win him the fight. He confidently asserted that his ring smarts were higher than his rivals. "He's going to put me to that level," Berlanga said. "And all my life, I've been there. When it's time to shine, when it's my moment to come through, I've always come through. And this Saturday is going to be no different." Canelo, on the other hand, appeared unfazed by Berlanga's confidence. "I like them to be confident and do a lot of talking," Canelo said. "I like breaking their faces when they play like that. I'm eagerly awaiting that." When asked whether Berlanga has any shot to upset him on fight night, the Mexican boxing legend simply responded, "No, no chance." His aura radiated certainty as he cited his extensive experience, ring IQ, and sheer ability. "I've already won," the 34-year-old said. Berlanga naturally feels much differently and talks about his expectations for the fight. "When breaking down some film on Canelo, I see him throwing shots at people's arms, starting to fight bigger fighters, breaking the arms down so in the later rounds he can just start connecting," Berlanga explained. "That's his method all the time. He did it to Munguia. He'll hit you in the arms, then hit you, and then he'll switch it up. That's how he dropped Munguia. But that jab is his kryptonite. Bivol threw at least 60 jabs around." Facing a multi-division champion, and an active legend like Canelo Alvarez, Edgar Berlanga needs serious motivation to step into the ring on September 14th. However, what Canelo said about their bout might be the most demoralizing statement yet. In Premier Boxing Champions, Gloves Off segment, the former undisputed super middleweight champion gave Berlanga a brutal reality check. Spoiler alert: Canelo claims he has already won the fight. The host turned to the Mexican superstar